gentlemen, welcome once again to the Coasters Comedy Stage Wednesday night. Good to see you guys all out here. Thanks for coming out and supporting a live comedy. It's a big night. We've never done this before. Check out the size of my feet, dude. You'll find out how big it is. No, it's a big night, people. This is good. This is the finals of Last Comic Standing. We've been going at it now. Coasters Comedy, been doing this for, God, I don't know, about a year and a half. We've been coming out here on Wednesday nights. And Last Comic Standing started 5 comedy nights ago. We've eliminated 4 comics each night, so we got 3 left. Rob Stockey, George Maratos, and Tristan Hopper. Let's give him a round of applause. My name's Chris McNutt. I'm the host of Coasters Comedy. A few things to say, and then we got a couple of comics coming on first before we get down to the big show. How are you guys making out so far in December? Doing okay? December? Who's had better than November? Fucking right. Who said that? You know it. No. Except, okay, November, you know why it's shitty, okay? Like, you just know November is shitty because there's nothing to do. There's no damn holidays. It's dark. It's cold. You know, November just sucks. November just licks. There's nothing you can do. December, though, is this thing where it's like, it's the emotional minefield. You know, you just never know in December. And we're going in, it's the 3rd today? Just beware. You think it's all supposed to be happy, and you're talking to somebody, and 1 minute they're laughing, and the next they're crying because it's Christmas and it does weird things to us. The emotional minefield of the Christmas season. Beware. It does weird things to me, too. I'm not a big fan of Christmas because I'm like a terrible shopper. And this is what you do, right? It's all like that's what it's all about. Christmas is about shopping. And I suck. And last year, you know those advent calendars that you get at the beginning of December, and they get a little chocolate in them, and every day you open it up and you eat the chocolate? Well, I said, yeah, I've done that my whole life. I've always got the one with the chocolate. I'm going to do something a little different. And I went with the one, I got it at the deli, and it had gorgonzola cheese in it. And there was a different piece of gorgonzola cheese that you ate every day, and you hung it on your wall. And after a few days, it was like, you know, it's starting to get kind of rank, and all the people around my desk at work are starting to go, whoa, fuck, Chris, what's with that cheese calendar thing? And it's like, it's Christmas. It's tradition. I got to eat my gorgonzola cheese advent calendar. So this year I said, no more cheese products. I'm just not doing it. And then I saw it, man. I was in Superstore, and I go down the Christmas aisle, and there it is. It's like creamy goat's cheese advent calendar. I said, I have to have it. I just broke down. Creamy goat cheese advent calendar. 3 days in, man, it's dripping. It's on the wall, and it is dripping. And I got 22 days left. You know, you got to open up the little flap, and you got to go in with your finger. Get out the creamy goat cheese. You know what's bullshit about Christmas is nobody roasts chestnuts on an open fire. I'm sorry. When was the last time you were at a party or your friend was like, whoa, dude, you should have been out of the party last night. We were around the campfire, and then, like, Wendy brought out the chestnuts, and we roasted chestnuts, and it was wicked. It doesn't happen, people. It's a myth, okay? We don't eat chestnuts for the same reason we don't eat bark and we don't eat dirt. We used to, but then we found better things to eat. So we don't have to eat chestnuts anymore. We don't have to have dirt roasting on the open fire. We don't have to have, we got better things. We got like microwavable pizza pops. We got, you know, no-name pork rind flavored mayonnaise that you can get at Walmart by the caseload. We don't have to eat chestnuts anymore. And consequently, you can see people's asses from the International Space Station. That's just a little byproduct, right? Especially if you go to Aquafit class and you look down. Anybody ever been to Aquafit class? Oh my God, these people have to float to exercise. If you ever show up at Aquafit class with a harpoon and a rendering kit, you can make enough candles to sell at Spruce Bog and Cranberry Fair and make enough money to get the fuck out of here in like some Muslim country until December the 26th, because Christmas is weird, man. I tell you. That's all I have to say about Christmas. I got a problem with the homeless guys in Vancouver. I was in Vancouver recently, and there's homeless guys everywhere in Vancouver. And they got signs. They're like, give me some money for food. I need some money for food. And it's like, dude, if you're hungry, go to Stanley Park and eat the ducks. Okay? You're not even trying. Until all those ducks are gone, don't talk to me because you're not even trying. Okay? I know if our homeless guys, if like Shirtless Bill was down in Vancouver, he'd be eating ducks. Fucking right, he'd be eating the ducks. He'd have them all lined up in little, like, you know, when you go in the superstore and there's all those like chickens. That's what he'd have. He'd have them all out on the sidewalk. He'd like take the down. He'd make himself a sleeping bag. Our homeless guys could kick the homeless guys' asses in Vancouver. Okay? Totally. Fucking homeless Bill, or like Shirtless Bill, man. They got to clone him and send him to Afghanistan. That war would be over in no time. You cannot kill that guy. He survives the harshest conditions on earth. He gets by. A handful of crack is all he needs for months, and a rifle. It's like the Viet Cong, man. He's just like barefoot, and he's through the hills of Kabul. It's perfect. But I think we got to have a contest. We got to have a contest. Our homeless guys against the Vancouver homeless guys. And I say, I don't know why they don't do it at the Olympics. It's like, you know, they had the Olympics, and then they will, what about the people in wheelchairs? And they were like, okay, we'll have the Paralympics. So now it's the Olympics and the Paralympics. And it's like, well, what about the homeless guys? So I say we have the Olympics, the Paralympics, and then the homeless Olympics. Right after that, we sent the Yukon team down there to compete. I don't know what the events will be yet. We got some time to think about it. Shopping cart racing, sure. Dog walking. Homeless guys with dogs. It's like you can, I feel for them because, like, you know that they love to have a dog and they love to have some companionship because it's not easy living the life they lead. But then I think about the dog, and the dog's thinking, whoa, this is a really long walk. That's what he's thinking. He's like, I asked to go for a walk. I did. I remember when we had a house, and I was scratching at the door, and I had the, want to go walkies. I just didn't know it was going to be 7 years. I was thinking about getting a dog. I've been thinking about getting a dog because the best part of having a dog, well, okay, good things about having a dog is, okay, they're so happy to see you. They're not like humans who a lot of time think I'm an asshole and don't want to talk to me. Dogs are always happy to see you, and they wag, and it doesn't matter what you do to them. They're just like super happy to see you. But I think the other great part about having a dog is that when you take them for a walk and they shit on the road or the sidewalk, and then you get to pick that up. You get to pick up that shit because we should do things that scare us every day. It's part of like spiritual evolution. It's how we get to the next level, people. We have to be challenged. And that would be my challenge, not to fucking hurl all over myself every time I reached in. Because it's not like a frozen turd. It's like fresh turd. It's like steaming turd. And you put that little plastic bag on your hand, and that's all there is separating. That is the only little thin membrane between you and the steaming turd that you now have to pick up. And there's people watching you. They're walking by. And not only you have to sit there with your dog while he's taking a fucking dump, the people all standing around there go, oh yeah, let's watch this guy pick it up. See if he doesn't hurl. So you got an audience, and then it's like, oh my God, you got to pick that thing up without hurling. So lately, I've been practicing. I've just in my bathroom at home, I've been taking a shit on the floor. And I've been picking it up with my hand in a plastic bag. So I'm going to be ready in no time. Could be an event for the homeless Olympics. I'm just thinking out loud here, people. Just thinking out loud. Okay, you guys sound like you're a great audience. Thanks for coming out, supporting live comedy. As I said, we started with 7. Scott McDonald, Logan Larkin, Steve McGovern, Al McLeod, and we're down to our final 3. And so first, okay, people, we need you to listen. You've been great so far. We got 7 judges out here in the audience. They are going to be listening to your response to the comics on stage. They're going to be judging on their own response. At the end of the 3, we're going to crown our King of Yukon Comedy 2008. Please give a big round of applause for the first of the last comics, Mr. Rob Stockey.
I just had the talk the other day with my girlfriend, kind of distracted. It's hard to focus on everything that's going here. I had the talk, the baby talk. You know, anybody ever had that baby talk? It's kind of serious. Not the, you know, whether we want to have kids or not, just kind of how fucked up they'd be if we had them, you know? We just kind of stop back and they're like, yeah, we can't do that. It's more of a birth control talk than anything, really. It was kind of like, I was like, you still taking the, and she's like, yeah, you still going to, yeah. It's good. To the point. And we both decided, you know, like we're not ready to have kids. And it was kind of good, you know. We decided we want to make a good kid. We don't want to make a shit kid. We want to make like a model Canadian. Oh, it's true. A lot of people, we decided we want to make a model citizen, a model Canadian, someone who's strong, independent, thinks on their own, and someone who can just, you know, we give them all the tools they need to achieve whatever they want to. I think that's, you know, a fair thing to say. When you have a kid, you want to make sure that they have all those tools, right? A lot of people don't come to that decision. I think a lot of people just fucking make it up as they go. They're like, oh yeah, we have everything we need. We just need love. All you need is love. You just need love to have a good kid. You don't need jobs or a place to live or money. You just need love. That's horse shit. It's fucking horse shit. You need a lot more than love to make a good kid. I'll give you an example. You need common sense. Helps a lot. I'll give you an example. I was working at a restaurant a few years ago. And it's slow day. Father and his kid, they come in for lunch, and slow day. They sit in my section, you know. And right away I see him, and I empathize with them because, you know, I'll probably be a single father someday. So I want to be polite with these people. I want to give them good service. So I come up, and I'm very polite and very cordial. Hi, how you doing, sir? How you doing, big guy? Good. Coke, boom. Back in a flash. Give them their Cokes. They're drinking them. They're liking it. What do you guys want to eat? Lasagna. Cute. That was really cute. Go back. Yeah, you got it, big guy. You got it. So I come back, and they're a really nice family, too. They're wearing, you know, just like jeans, t-shirt, just modest, like my kind of family. And I come back, and, you know, I'm just being real polite, not really overstaying my welcome. You know, they're having a little thing, and I'm just like, you guys enjoy everything? Lasagna's good? Yeah, good. Oh, can I get rid of that? There you go, sir. There you go, big guy. And finally, the little kid says to me, why do you keep calling me big guy? I said, looked at the dad with a little folksy kind of grin. What do you want me to call you, a big girl? The kid says, I am. What do you do? What do you do? Nothing. You fucking do nothing. You run away with your head down. That's what you do. That's what I did. I grabbed the plates. I was embarrassed. It killed me. I was embarrassed, and I felt like I betrayed the kid. And then I was angry. Because what the fuck is this father doing dressing this kid like that? These parents with unisex kids, they got to do something different. They have to give them a fucking chance. How am I supposed to know? I don't know the kid. Dude, like give him a fucking chance. Put some purple socks, a shirt with a little horsey. Take that curl, make a little bullshit fucking ponytail in the back. Do whatever the fuck you have to do. Make it happen. It's not up to me to decide what fucking alien kid you have. I don't know what gender that shit is. Help it. It's hard enough being a kid. You don't need that stress. I remember I've been a kid once. We've all been kids. I remember one time, one of the best things you can do as a kid, winter activity day. You know, you get to choose, you go skiing or go skating, go on a sleigh ride. You get the day off school and you get to do whatever you want. I chose skiing. It's a great day. Go out. I was a small town, so we had to drive about an hour and a half to go to this near ski hill, right? So I'm out there, we're having fun all day, drinking juice boxes, eating candy, just skiing it up, loving life, right? And the bus ride home comes. And I'm sitting in my seat, and I feel that little twitch in the leg there. I don't know if anybody has kids or if they've seen kids do this, but the twitch in the leg, my parents always knew I had to take a piss when I was a kid if my leg started going like that, because it starts in the foot, and it just kind of works its way up the leg. And my parents would always see me playing video games. I'd be kneeling in front of the TV, just sitting there. My leg would be wiggling. My mom would know right away. She was good. She didn't let it work its way up. She'd just come and be like, Rob, get to the fucking bathroom now. And I'd just get up, put the game on pause, run to the bathroom. And kids, I love just whip it down your ankles and clench your butt cheeks and just spray piss everywhere. Just loving it. Woo! 5 seconds flat. Piss. Boom. Back playing video games. So I felt this tingle in my leg, and it's working up. It's working up my hips, and I feel all my shoulders. Finally, I'm sitting here on the bus, and I'm just... I can feel it everywhere inside me. Just this fucking excruciating pain, and I look over, and there's just kids everywhere having a great time. And, you know, everybody's thinking, why don't you just stay at the bus stop, driver? Stop, I need to get out and piss. When you're a kid, you don't think that. You just think, oh, everybody's going to watch me piss. They're going to laugh at me and throw things at me. Really better if I just sit here and wait. And so I sat there and waited. It didn't get better. I just had to piss more and more. And finally, your mind starts playing tricks on you, right? You know, you're there and you're thinking it's okay, whatever. I can just piss now. I got long johns on, jogging pants, and snow pants. No one's going to know. You don't think piss smells. So finally, this jiggling's building up, and I think I look like an idiot. I'm just going to go, fuck it, go. So I do. But I've been drinking juice boxes all day. This was no ordinary piss. This was a monstrous piss. It went all the way down, and my snow pants were so tight it went all the way back up. I had piss up to my fucking neck. I'm swimming in my own urine. Not good. This is not good on the bus. But kids have quick minds, right? You know, they adapt to what they have to achieve. So my mind starts working at 1,000,000 miles a minute. I'm just sitting there thinking. I look over at my little guy beside me. He was not even my friend. He's just sitting there. We're just packed bus, you know? Little Timmy, and I see him doing the cannonball. You guys know what the cannonball is? Like when you had a long day and you're tired. And a lot of kids do it when they want to stay up late, you know, to watch movies and stuff like that. They're like, no, Dad, I'm not tired. I can do it. And they sit down and just, your head starts going like a cannonball, just back and forth. No, I'm fine, Dad. No, this is a great plot. I'm really watching this. No, the character development's great. I love this movie. It's just, boom, out. So I see this kid cannonballing it, and my mind starts thinking, okay, he's asleep. And he's one of those kids, too, is really bad because his parents, you know, made him wear jeans to go skiing. So he's one of those kids right away. It's just kind of like, I felt bad for him already, but I got to fend for myself, right? So I reach into my backpack, grab out a juice box, apple juice, good news. Kid's sleeping, wearing jeans. What do? Bite it open and just fucking right into his cock. And just sat there. And I saw Timmy just wake up and go, whoa! And his eyes were as big as golf balls, and he looked at me. And I knew exactly what he was feeling because I was feeling it about 3 minutes ago. And I looked at him, and he just looked at me, and he confided in me. He said, I think I just pissed myself. I said, yeah, I know. I can smell it. And I felt bad for him, right? And I just know that I just know in my own head to save myself that the only thing kids like are video games, candy, and the immediate opportunity to ridicule the hell out of your peers. And so I look at him and I'm thinking all these things of compassion and sorrow. I'm saying, Timmy, I'm thinking to myself, you know, I gotta say something. But all that came out was, hey, look, Timmy pissed his pants. And soon everybody was crouching over the seats, looking at Timmy who pissed his pants. They were looking and laughing at him, screaming, pissy pants, pissy pants, pissy pants. And I felt bad because I was leading these cheers. And I just looked at this guy and I said, man, you fucked up. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. It's cool. I was just shoulder to cry on. And finally the bus got home and I ran off that bus. I felt like a millionaire running home. I ran home. I took off my snow pants. My mom said, I don't give a fuck. I pissed myself. Yeah, woo! I got away with it. So I felt like a Barack Obama, you know? I was just like, yes! Don't even care. So it was a good day for me. But those kind of stresses, they exist every day when you're a kid. Every day. Every day it's a little struggle that you got to get through, right? You know, remember when you got a pimple? Like every day when you got a pimple was a struggle. When you go to high school and you just wake up in the morning and you go, oh, God, you got this big zapper on your forehead and you don't know whether to pop it or just to leave it. I mean, if you leave it, you got this big white thing on your forehead. You pop it, you're that kid walking around with crusty blood on his forehead for the rest of the day. Everybody's seen that guy. It makes you feel great when you see him because you're like, whew, at least I don't look like that piece of shit right now. Makes you feel awesome. But I mean, it's just hell wherever you do. You wake up, and all that went through my head. I don't know if you guys ever saw this commercial, but the people don't know the real me. They just think I eat too many chocolate bars. That's all that went through my head every time I had a pimple. And I just thought, what the fuck? This guy's supposed to be the ambassador for stopping the criticism of kids with pimples. And he turns out to be the biggest fucking punchline ever for kids with pimples. That should be the fucking commercial for irony. Bastard. I hate that guy. And so every day it's a struggle like that, and it doesn't stop when you get older. I mean, that's why you need to be good parents. Every day when you get older, there's a new struggle. I remember I lost my virginity. I was 16. I don't know if that's kind of like an average age, I think. I don't know what the fuck it is now. It's probably like 12 or something, but kids are fucked these days. But yeah, I was 16. I remember I was really happy, And I don't know why we're so happy when we lose our virginity. It's like celebrating something and getting an award for it when you're the absolute worst at it that you'll ever be in your life, ever. And you celebrate it. I don't know why, but it's just something weird that we do. And I remember because I busted into my buddies' rooms. They're all my brother's buddies. They're older than me because my mom made me hang out with made my brother hang out with me. So I hang out with all my brother's friends. They're all a couple years older than me. So I get in there. I'm like, guys, yeah, I did it last night. I lost my virginity. And they're all like, dude, yeah, it's awesome. How long did it last? I was like, 1.5 minutes. Did you make her have an orgasm? What's that? Did you do it from behind? You can do it from behind? And another week or two of ridicule went there. Every fucking day it's something you get made fun of because you don't know shit. But then I started thinking, it's these struggles that make you who you are. You got to go through these struggles. You got to struggle when you're a kid. You got to struggle when you're an adolescent. You got to struggle as an adult because these struggles make you a stronger person. Like that little mutant kid. Father, genius. That little kid came up with a comeback. When I left to give them the bill, I go to the kid, I go to the dad, I say, here's the bill. You guys have a good night. And the little kid goes, thanks, ma'am. I swear to God the little kid said that. She was quick-witted because she struggled. Father, genius. The little boy beside me on the bus turned out to be wonderful. He was a great kid. Couple years of therapy. And I think he had to wear a cage for a bit because he bit a lot of people after that. But other than that, he turned out great. He grew out of that. And me, kids with acne, you learn to kind of not put so much emphasis on appearance. Look at me. I don't give a shit. I save a lot of money, though. I don't buy nice clothes, and then I never shave or clean myself. So it occurred to me that that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Young kids out there, you want to have kids? Go for it. Dress your girls like boys. Dress your boys like girls. Kids out there that you're piss your pants, parents, let your kids piss their pants. Encourage it. Every once in a while, jump on the bus with them. Have a family fun day. Just fucking drown yourself and piss. Kids with acne, you have your kids come home with acne? Fuck it. Open a bag of Doritos. Wash their face with the inside of the bag. Give them pimples. It'll make them a better person. Your kids are 16, they're having sex? Fuck it! Let them have sex. Get them have kids. Let them struggle. That's all you need. A little bit of love and a lot of struggle. And that's how you make your model Canadian. Thank you very much.
Rob Stockey! It's got me wondering about Steve Rowe. Steve Rowe, are you there? Dalewood Elementary School in Hamilton. We all remember when you shit your pants in grade 6 and you didn't get dressed to go swimming, and we came out of swimming and you were still there sitting in the change room and just sitting there. We're like, what's up, Steve? Why didn't you go swimming? And then he waited until the very end. He didn't move. And they were all waiting out the hall. There was this big, long hallway. And Steve Rowe comes out, and he starts walking down the hallway past us, and we could see exactly what happened. And we started to chant, Rowe shit his pants, Rowe shit his pants, Roe shit his pants. Roe shit his pants. And he wore a cage for a while. I've thought about Facebooking him. Going to prison, see where Steve Rowe is. It's fucking vicious out there. Thanks for listening to Mr. Rob Stockey. 2 more comics coming at you. Please welcome next on the docket tonight for Last Comic Standing. Very funny, the very talented, the very Greek, the very masculine, Mr. George Maratos.
Thank you, I appreciate that. How is everyone's week going? Good. Anyone playing a German Nazi in a play?
You are!
Woo! Woo! I don't think they were thinking it through when they put the play at the Legion.
Because when you're dressing up like a German Nazi, and some old war vet walks in, and they see me with this haircut, woo! Love to start every show with a chocolate swirly. Just great. I love it. We got a few reviews. I don't know if anyone's been reading the papers. Apparently, I am the comic that always talks about his penis and masturbation. So because of that, I thought I should write something about masturbation, which I'm going to do tonight, in honor of a reporter in town, because you know what? I figured you got the reputation, you might as well ride that pony, right? But enough about me. How's everyone's planning going? How's the winter planning going? Are we all hooking up? Come on. It's the winter, people. We need to throw out our standards. Just hook up with whoever, coworkers, people you meet at comedy night. Just do it. Just do it. Do you look at the personal ads? They're funny in October. It's like, hey, my name's Steve. Sean. I'm looking for a single girl that likes to hike, preferably athletic, blonde hair, a nice build. Okay, fair enough. No phone calls. November comes around. Hey, it's Steve again. Sean again. I wrote last month and I said I was looking for a blonde. You know what? Brunette'll do. You don't have to hike either. It's cool. Athletic, not a big deal. You open up the paper today, it's just like, please. I just want someone else to touch my pee-pee. It's just me. I need some help. Check out the classifieds. They're pretty freaky. But you know, life is too short to get angry about winter plans and, you know, being a Nazi. You know, life is too short. Before you know it, it'll pass you by. You know? Who remembers when they were a baby? A baby. How good were the days when you were a baby? You got fed through a boob. If you're a guy, that's pretty sweet. It's booby time. Everything can be solved with peekaboo? How cool is that? Imagine if you could do that now. You get a parking ticket, you go there. You still owe us the $25. You know, you come home drunk, your girlfriend's like, Carl, peekaboo. You know, it's all good when you're a kid except when you get the drunkle. You know, the guy that insists on, shit, baby. Come here. I'm going to give you a horsey ride. You know, you're on there. He's just like, boom, 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 giving you one of those. You shit your pants 3 hours ago. You know, you can't talk. All you're doing is crying. Oh, he's just hungry. He loves the train ride. Oh, as shit's getting crammed up your bum. Oh, yeah. But then mommy flashes the boob and all is solved. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. And then you turn 10 or 11, you know, and it's the time when the girls first start getting the boobies. And you're like, all right, it is time to step it up a notch. And this is you. Come on, guys. This is every guy in grade 6 before school. coming, Mom! I'm doing my hair! Oh. I'm pumping, Mom, I'm pumping! And then about the age of 14, you get visited by that magical person. You're just sitting there, watching Wonder Years. Maybe putting the stickers in your OPG hockey sticker book. And then he appears. I am Jizdolf, the masturbation of wizard masturbation. I just said I am Jizdolf, the wizard of masturbation. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is go into your sister's bathroom. Grab the Sears catalog. Flip to the bra section. That's it. You know when you play hockey and you forget to shower? And it gets itchy down there? That's good. Grab that. Flip to the Christmas page. Then the lights flicker and there's smoke and your mom's like, what are you doing down there? Nothing. Just do my OPG. I am teaching you the most important lesson you'll ever learn. It's free. It feels good, and it's fun. I am Jizdolf. Yes, Jizdolf. I love it when Jizdolf visits you. And then, as you get older, the first time you get stoned, that's pretty cool. Although, admittedly, I am the worst stoner. Seriously, when I get stoned, I'll, spend a good 10 minutes trying to start my lighter. Shit. Man. Oh, shit. Fucking car's not starting, man. It's not even cold out. As I'm, making love to my windshield. And it finally starts. I wish I could be one of those stoners that's just amazed by everything. Oh, my God, man. I just found some more corn pops. Shit, man! Dude, listen to this. Organic weed flour? Oh, shit! You'd think that guy found the cure for cancer. He's reading off the ingredients to corn pops. That's all he's doing. No, I don't get it. Everything's so intense when you're stoned. It's just like, man, I'm gonna go to the store, man. I'm gonna fucking buy things, man. No, you're not. Oh, yeah, man. I'm gonna fucking use the new checkout till, too, man, myself. You walk out with $80 worth of groceries and you pay $2. You got a transaction canceled slip. Check it out, man. The East Indian guy's just like, what does that guy do? He's just like, there's a lot of weird store clerks in town. Shandor was in my living room, not my living room, a friend's living room on Saturday night. And I tried to get stoned for the first time in years, and it kind of worked. I was just so paranoid. Then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I got some buddies downstairs. Is it cool if they come up? I love Shandor, man. He makes anyone feel like GQ, Calvin Klein. You walk in there, it's like, dude, I've got the coat for you, man. It is So You, this new line out of Britain. Oh, man. Homeless guy could walk in there to warm up. He'd be like, dude, we've got a new flannel line out of London. It is So You. The buttons don't even do up, man. Fucking checkered blue. Yeah, man. Your boobies will just be hanging out. Fuck, you can make anyone feel so good. I love the first time you fall in love, you know? About the age of 16. No, but the first time you fall in love, you know, and everything's great. You like her friends. Oh, yeah, your friends are cool. Sure, yeah, they can come over and watch Sex in the City for 8 hours. I love you. No, I love you. You love me, I love you more. You don't even fart around each other. 3 months later, it's just like, I'm watching the hockey game. Yeah. And then the breakup comes. And it will come. Oh, yeah. We've all been hit with the old breakup, haven't we? It will hit you. Maybe it hasn't yet. But when it does, just make sure you have a lot of scotch. Some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You want to have a look at what my 30th birthday looked like? Jonas, can you crank that up for me, please? It's a pretty good party, actually. Yeah. Recently broken up, you know. That's cool. So I'm sitting there, you know. I've run the tub. I got the candles burning around the tub. Pictures of my ex-girlfriend. I'd been Facebooking my ex-girlfriend. Cool, she's got a new boyfriend. Wicked. Oh, he's got abs. Neat. Oh, he's a doctor. Cool. Oh, wow. And he owns an island. Just crank that right up. We're trying to paint a picture. Maybe not the best choice in music. So, you know, I've been drinking a lot. Red wine, white wine, cooking wine. I'm pretty drunk. So I pass out in the tub. And I knock over one of the candles. It hits the TP. Fucking old guy across the hall kicks down the door. Starts giving me mouth to mouth because I'm drowning. And I think it's my ex-girlfriend because I've been dreaming about her. You're back. I love you too. Next thing, the old guy's giving me old guy strength punches to the gut. Okay, you can fade it out. You know. And then you're about 32. And whenever you get older, you know, you get paranoid. The first dump when you're 32, you're just like, oh, shit. This is it. I've got cancer. Yep, I have got cancer. I've never pooped like this before. I'm 32. Wow, they give it to you on your birthday. Poof. Congratulations. Cheers, stuff. No, I am the wizard of prostate cancer. You guys sound so... You know, it turns out it's just you went to Tags the night before and just... Those wings look good. Everything looks good when you're drunk at Tags. Whee! The next day you wake up around 12:30 and your stomach's going... The hell is that? Sending you warning signs saying, book off the afternoon poncho. You're going to have a prostate-making poo-poo. So then you decide, you know what, I better go get this shit checked out, man. I better go get a physical, man. I'm fucking getting old. And you start thinking weird shit, man. Like, do I need to trim my pubes? Like, when you first start sleeping with the girls, like, do I need to clean the boys up? It's a male doctor. I'm sure he doesn't care. But still, you put a little spritz of preferred stock. You know, and you walk in there, and it's like everyone knows. The old lady reading the Reader's Digest. Prostate. Smells like old chicken wings, though. You know, everyone knows. And you get in there, and the doctor's just like, how's the sex life doing there, Georgie? What? What? Don't talk to me. I don't want to make any eye contact with you. Just put on whatever you do. As he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. And they warn you, this will feel like you're going to shit on me. And you're like, oh God, I'm shitting. Pass me the start. It doesn't end there, though. You know, you're panicked. You're like, am I okay, Doc? And he kind of waits. He's like, so, what do you think about the Jays? Cedo Gaston? What? Am I dying? Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just, eat a few more vegetables there. So then you're at the superstore the next day, and there's Doc juggling cantaloupe. How you doing? How you doing? His little kid's running around with a banana. Whee! His wife's juggling plums. You're just like, why does everyone know? Even the stoner kid at Superstore without the name tag's like, dude, where's your tomatoes, man? Your doctor gave us a heads up. Fuck. Yeah, getting old's weird, man. You wonder, what kind of old guy am I going to be? Am I going to be the old guy that sex becomes a chore? Oh, fuck, I got to go back and have sex with the missus. Oh, whether that means like putting the Viagra into your belly, down in some beers, I don't know. Like, when does sex become a chore? I'm just wondering, am I going to be that old guy that insists on weighing himself naked at the gym? Like, buddy, add a pound. Take a pound off. There's an old guy at Better Bodies. I think the scale might be off. Don't make eye contact with me. And then you get into the change room, and he's giving you one of these. So, what do you think about the old coalition government? He's buck naked, and he's just giving you the Steve McGovern gyrate. You're like, you don't want to look gay, but then you don't want to look like a homophobe. You're like, I don't know, I think Dion could do. What the fuck is your penis in my face for? What? I don't want to be that old guy. But life's too fast. Seriously, folks. Because before we know it, we're all going to be old. You know what I mean? So I say, if you want to hook up with that coworker, maybe take home that girl you're talking to tonight, buy her a drink, do something pretty, because you're going to be on your deathbed. And you're going to be thinking about the life you've lived.
Wondering what has happened. You'll be there to spade that down a little bit. Yeah. Thank you. You're on your deathbed. You wake up and it's like Dorothy. And you were there. There's Jizdolf. And you were there. Your mom just with a boob. As your drunkle's like peekaboo. Some old guy just doing jumping jacks buck naked. Your first girlfriend making out with like a guy on their hockey team. I guess my point is life's too short. You gotta seize the moment. Hook up with friends. Suck on a boob. Play peekaboo. Smoke a joint. It'll be over before you know it. Thank you.
Oh, a healthy public service announcement from Mr. George Maratos. Yeah. Okay, don't run away now, folks. Don't run away. The last comic of Last Comic Standing. Please welcome to the coaster stage, Mr. Tristan Hopper.
Bad. How's everybody doing tonight? It's pretty late. So I was thinking the other day, did anybody ever think about the first guy that ever had a mule? Probably not. But here's the thing about mules, from those not in the know. A mule is half horse, half donkey. It's interbred. So you can imagine 200 years ago, first guy leading his mule into the central town square, presents it to the townspeople, says, "Behold, I have a new animal." And they say, "Well, what is it?" He says, I got my horse to have sex with my donkey, and now it created this kind of super donkey. I shall call it the mule." And that completely bowled over all the other farmers, and they went home, and they had their horses have sex with their donkeys, and they had mules as well. And it completely turned agriculture on its head. They were thinking, what have we been doing? Of course, have the animals have sex with the other animals, create super animals. So they go home and the chickens are having sex with the cats, and the cats have sex with the sheep, have sex with the pigs and the cows. You could create a super animal that, you could get wool, eggs, milk in one place. Luckily, it didn't work. Luckily, you can't just have animals have sex with each other and cause these breeded animals. Because can you imagine if it did? Like every time you had sex with a sheep, you would have this weird half sheep, half man hybrid come out. And that would completely fuck over New Zealand. I mean, their test scores are low enough without a bunch of half sheep people running around. Imagine showing up at the Christchurch airport and being greeted by these sheep people. Welcome to New Zealand. Apparently, if you have sex with a sheep, it creates ice. Kill me. Here's another thought. First guy who ever saw semen under a microscope. Think about that. Because they just thought it was like batter or something. A guy's sitting alone in his study, with his microscope, just looking at leaves or something. Like, hey, I wonder what my man batter looks like under the microscope. Oh, God, it's full of eels. So I got cable recently. Anybody cable? I was watching the BBC. I thought I'd, be smart, watch the British Broadcasting Channel. And the thing about it is they have these announcers that get really excited about things. You can take something that's as mundane as like a pencil factory, and they just make it, it's a rush. Like there's this show, it's called What's It Made? Or something. And what it is, they go into factories and they show how consumer products are made. But it's done with these really excitable British announcers. Welcome to the pencil factory. Here's the conveyor belt where we have the wood come down into the pencil factory. We have the pencil making machine here. We put the lead in, they put the label, comes out the other end, puts in the pencil box, and then we put on the erasers. And then we send it out on trucks to sell it to people, and that's how pencils get made. Why do you talk like that? I took 14 Quaaludes before coming to work. Well, I got this sex education tape. Well, it's not really sex education. What it is it's like sex positions, sex help, sex tricks. I wasn't having sex at the time. I just used it to jerk off later. But they had, seriously. But they had, again, the same British announcer, and it was the same kind of excitement. Like you take her legs, you put her on the ceiling fan, you cover her in honey, you cover yourself in whipped cream, and then you do a little bit of this, a little bit of side, bit, smack her around, jizz in her face, and you're done. Bob's your uncle. Can you imagine the power these guys would have? Because everything they say is exciting. I mean, imagine them trying to pick up women in a bar. They'd be unstoppable. Hi, my name's Roger. How about you go back to my place, you get really drunk, I jizz in your face, you wake up in an alley next day, you don't remember what happened, and then I never call you, all right? Well, that sounds pretty good. Not sure why. So, anybody hear about what's going on in Thailand? Shit going down in Thailand. They closed the 2 main airports. Can't get in or out of Thailand. And this has completely fucked over the rich white men of the world because they've had to find a new place to go and molest children. Maybe Vietnam? That could be the next place. I'll tell you one thing, though. Church attendance has gone up. I went there with the church joke. So I was at Adult Warehouse the other day, just looking around, And I was in the sex toy section, and for any of you who have been in the sex toy section, you'll remember this toy. It's called the tit fuck machine. You know what I'm talking about? What it is it's a piece of foam, and it's 2 breasts, and in between them is a vagina. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to have sex, and the breasts are right there, because this was just too fucking inconvenient. You ever wonder what that's like? You might need a tit fucking machine. Here's the thing, though. How lazy is the guy that's buying this? I mean, first of all, he's not even perverted. He's just lazy at this point. I mean, think of it. He doesn't even have the energy to, go out and have sex with a real woman. He's like, well, I'd have to take a shower, brush my teeth, get all the dead cats out of my front walkway. Fuck it. I'll just make love to a plastic woman. But even that wasn't enough. He had to go to the manufacturer and say, this is too hard. I got legs and shit to deal with. I'm only interested in the breasts and vagina. Can you just kind of compact those into one solid object? That'll be my perfect woman. All my needs will be fulfilled. The tit fucking machine. Here's my alternative theory. on where this machine came from. Maybe they just got a Russian engineer, like fresh over from Chernobyl, to make their sex toys, and he didn't know any better because he just grew up around like mutant women. Showed up to the board. Okay, we have new sex machine. We have the 2 breasts right here. Just like a real woman, we have the vagina here. And also like a real woman, you have the teeth around vagina. I think it's good. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to put a moral on the end of this story. Iran. The president of Iran, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, does not wear a tie, just like me this evening. Do you know why? It's because he says the tie is a symbol of Western decadence. Like, we are so decadent in the West, we can take pretty colored cloth, hang it on our necks, and it's doing nothing. And that's why they hate us. Okay, if Iran hates us because of ties, do us all a favor and don't tell them about the tit-fucking machine. That's some decadent shit there. Decadent shit. So, anybody here from out of town? All right, moving on. What's the, what time is it? Okay, so. Did I do Thailand? I did Thailand. Japan. Oh, yeah, sorry. Speaking of depraved sex, Japan. No, seriously. There's some weird thing with the English language. I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but Germany, you go to Germany, Germans, well, like we call it Germany, but Germans call it Deutschland. Japan, we call it Japan, they call it Nippon. That's pretty arrogant. Like, we had to think of our own names. Like, their names weren't enough. We're the English, or we're going to create new names for you. You wonder how that got started? Like, the first explorer showing up into Japan meets a Japanese guy. He's like, hey, what do you call this place? Well, we call it Nippon. Yeah, too many P's. You're going to be Japan from now on, okay? What are you eating with? Oh, these are chopsticks. Nope. Those are going to be ass pokers from this point forward. You know what? Your name's going to be Ivana Tinkle, all right? Yeah, Japan's a great place. Which way to the panty vending machines? That's how it went down, I swear. Oh, I know what you're saying. I did kind of a racist accent back then, making fun of Japanese people. But I'll tell you what's really racist. Sports team names. I think we can all agree that we've seen a lot of social progress in the last 40 years. We almost have a black president of the United States. But no one seems to have told the sports teams. Really. Like, you know, here it is 2008. We've got the, like, Washington Redskins, Cleveland Indians. Even in Canada, we have the Edmonton Eskimos. But there is some progress. Not a lot of people know this. The Miami Dolphins used to be called the Miami Negro Lynchers. They changed that, so now that's all sorted out, much more politically correct. The manager came in one day. He's British. We're not allowed to call them the Negro Lynchers anymore. So we have to think of a new name, something that is politically correct but still has the feel of lynching Negroes. Dolphins? I'll tell you, though, bit of advice. The real bread and butter in sports team names is deadly natural disasters. Take the Colorado Avalanche, entire mountains of snow flying down and crushing skiers alive, suffocating them. That's a great name for your sports team. Here's what I think. Here's a more sensitive name for the Colorado school shooters. Because Columbine is in Colorado. It's kind of a regional reference. I think everybody could get behind it. Before you freak out, I looked this up. Avalanches kill 24 people a year. What did Columbine kill? 12? It's nothing. That's why I think if Whitehorse ever gets a sports team, we should call it the Whitehorse AIDS. The mascot could be like, Infecti, the needle. And he'd walk around and kind of pretend to stab people. We'll affect you. It's not funny. So, I am in Varieties, the show over at the Guild. I just got back from there. You may have seen it. It's a great show. There's a lot of breasts, which is great for me because now I know what breasts look like. But I'll tell you, we had a midnight show just a couple days ago. We had it on Friday night, it was. And on the midnight show, what we try and do is we try and push the envelope. So we just try and take off a bit more clothes, be a bit more racy. So what I thought is I do a comedy bit in the show. I would just do the whole bit in a thong. I thought this was just hilarious. I'd go out in a thong. And I had this other great idea. I would find the name and phone number of a girl in the audience. And I would write her name and phone number on my ass. So I'd come out in the thong, show her the name on my ass. She would laugh, her friends would laugh, everybody would have a great time. What I forgot to factor in was that her violent drunk boyfriend was sitting in the front row. Now, I don't know a lot about violent drunks, but one of the last things they like to see is their girlfriend's name on some guy's ass. And I'll tell you, you don't know fear until you're standing on a stage in a thong, faced with a violent drunk with a Heineken bottle. I tell you, any conflict arises, Heineken bottle versus thong, Heineken bottle always wins. But I'll tell you, it's a real shame because it was a good bit. I think I got a lot of mileage at it, but, this whole thing happened. I wasn't really able to go through with it. Before I go, I'm going to do one last impression before I leave. Someone tell me who this is. Just give me a second. Thanks a lot. You've been a great audience.
The always politically correct Tristan Hopper. That trench coat and thong coming soon to a schoolyard near you. So any parents out there, get your kids up out early tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. That was 1, 2, 3. Tristan Hopper, George Maratos, Rob Stockey. Our team, our panel of judges consisting of Keith Ellard, Brooke McLean, Christina Merce, Al McLeod, Scott McDonald, Logan Larkin, and Steve McGovern are tallying their votes. You guys sit tight. Talk quietly amongst yourselves. We're going to be back in 5. We're going to announce the winner of Last Comic Standing. Five minutes, guys. Winner of Last Comic Standing. Don't go away. Thanks for coming out and supporting live comedy. The winner of the Blue 2 plane tickets, compliments of coasters anywhere south that Air North flies. The 2008 King of Yukon Comedy, the winner of Last Comic Standing, Mr. Rob Stockey. Okay, now he's got to make a gay speech. Help him out. Gay speech, gay speech, gay speech, gay speech, gay speech.
Before I get gay, I just want to say thank you very much for everybody who came out. No, seriously though, this is nothing without anybody who comes here, so everybody thanks you for coming out. And I hope you guys continue to come out. We're going to go away for a while, but we'll be back, and we'll keep thinking of funny things to say and hopefully make you laugh. And that was pretty gay, I guess, but might as well give her a little bit of gay. I came here to do 2 things, and that's drink beer and suck dick. So fill her up. I'm almost out of beer.
Rob Stockey and George Maratos and Tristan Hopper are 2 runner-ups of the evening. Thanks for coming out, people. Thanks for making Last Comic Standing an event to remember. We'll be doing this again. It's going to become a yearly thing. We're here again in 2 weeks ripping on Christmas, people. Wednesday the 17th, be here. We'll be here through January and beyond. We are here for you. Okay, we are here for you. Thanks for supporting live comedy. Thanks to Coasters, Jonas at the soundboard, Keith Jacobson, all our judges. I'm Chris McNutt. It's been a blast. Woo!